Yeah, man, this is VTGM Radio, and you're listening to the man Linford John with you know, waiting to do a little connection in a few. Just bear with us, you know, VTGM Radio.
We will live forever. We know that in our mind. We live to give God honor, creation of mankind. We'll breathe and live His love until the hour whereby we leave this world to life of spiritual glamour. Whoa.
Yes, the man Linford John, former lead singer of the Billow Man, and we have a little vibes in with him a little later. He should be on soon. So stay tuned to VTJM Radio. We also live on Facebook and live on YouTube for a little vibes with the man Linford John, former lead singer of the Billow Man Band, and still currently doing his thing across the globe. Another Dominican musical legend. Stay tuned. So in the meantime, we'll take some more music from Linford John.
Dominique, un bel pays, tout moun la nous sommes bénis. Planter ça nous qu'à manger, et fric la qu'à augmenter. Bon terre pour planter, bon fruit en agriculture. Tout ça nous qu'à manger, déjà nous, au ouragan monte. J'ai nous hot tout ça qui pas faire nous bien. Pas les moyens pour nous vivre la vie pour voir misère. Écoutez Dominique, vraiment yon le bel petit flair. Live et haut, et puis glow. Dominique, pour c'est si beau. Dominique, toujours assez l'idée, moi, Dominique au café, moins bien. Temps en temps, moins obligé faire, en manière pour embrasser, moi. Dominique. You will love it here. Bring me home, Father, Dominic every day. Dominic en bel pays, tout le monde là nous sommes bénis. Planter ça nous qu'à manger, et frites là qu'à augmenter.
Good night to my sister Lynn Austray down here in Tampa, Florida. Good evening, sis. How you doing? We standing by for little vibes in with Linford John, former lead singer of the Billowman Band. He should be for us pretty soon. Stay tuned to VTJM Radio. Good evening to Janice, Pierre, Bertrand, all there in New Jersey. Good evening. Again, we're standing by for vibes in with Linford John, former lead singer of the Billowman.
next level myself. You ready to fit there?
Hey, Koji.
Yeah.
Yeah, so while we wait, again, we're waiting for our special guest tonight, Mr. Linford John, former lead singer of the Billowman Band, and still currently an active musician, vocalist, and he travels around the world still performing. While we wait, Koji, probably we could just tell the people what we have lined up, you know, in the for the coming weeks as far as in our vibes in guests.
Well, next month we have the man Dada, one of the beat makers, and
Bouillon beat maker,
Bouillon
Dada.
beat maker, Dada, and in August now we have if all goes well, Gordon Henderson. We have Billy Doctrove. We have Fetty Mac.
Fetty Mac,
another
Bouillon artist. Yes.
And we have Keith
Goddard from WCK.
Yeah, and wow, look, I forget his name. But yeah, we have a full lineup for next month. We book, you know, it's just a matter of, you know, the actual dates, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so every Monday we try to bring you one of our Dominican personalities, you know, people who have been outstanding in the field, music, culture. Billy Doctrove is a businessman from West Indies Empire. So, you know, we have a packed schedule. We like to highlight and...
Oh, I forget the man King Rabbit. We have Rabbit.
Oh,
too.
King Rabbit. Married girl Charlie Rabbit, Calypsonian, former Calypso King of Dominica. Yes.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's always an honor for us to do this, to give recognitions to our Dominican people who have done excellent work in different fields and disciplines. And we always appreciate your viewership and your company and your comments and your suggestions. So thank you very much, and we wait for our guy Linford John. So sorry for the late start, but we appreciate your patience. And in the meantime, we'll just stick some more of his music.
Yeah, man. And also, we are back on. We was having a little problem with TuneIn. We are back. There's a free app in the Android and Apple Store. You know, you could be, because VTGM Radio is 24/7, man. You know, whenever you're feeling bored, nothing to do, you could just tune in and get all that good stuff. You know.
Yeah. So we will take some more Linford John out of Dominica.
Was in? What's in?
Let me play this one. Assez parler.
Moun la ka ni pale, di ne pas de vitesse ovle. Nou ka koute sa diskite. Men pa wala pani pwi, pa mele pisa yo di. Anke pala di nou kouyon. Bon, l'autre parti di yo ba nou rezon. Et nou pa ka mot sa jan pase. Dig it now. Yon parti ka ni blague, sans raison de critiquer. Assez gaspillé ton mal parlé. Bis, ni yon le travail pour faire, pas travailler zoke ouais. Lave nou ke toujours marcher.
All right, this coming on.
Journée pour manger. Pas de talata la ka wete crucifié. Come on now. Hey!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Man, what part of the world are you in?
I'm in California.
Oh, I see your bright sunshine and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I decided to get out of the house and just walk across. There's a park right across from my house, so I decided I have my daughter and the wife has another Zoom meeting going on there. So
All right, all right. Well, it's nice to be outside and free, and
oh,
catch a nice
definitely,
fresh air and stuff like that. But let me
definitely.
formally thank you very much for taking time off to be with us. It's a great honor to have you on. And on behalf of myself and of course DJ Kojak will say his piece. I want to welcome you to Vibes In.
Well,
So
thank you so much. It's a pleasure, and thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. It's always nice talking to the folks, talking and
yeah,
reaching out and connecting. That's always a good thing.
awesome,
Yes.
awesome. Kojak,
Yes.
Yes, well, my brother, again, I
Well,
appreciate you. So, look, I mean, it's what? That's the first time we're trying to connect, and again, we almost got a mishap, but I don't know who's trying to stop us, but the show must go on, you know what I'm
the
saying? So,
show,
first of all,
the
let me
show
say,
must go.
man, we appreciate you for taking time out from your
Yes,
busy
yes.
schedule to join us on Vibes, in where we just give people like you your dues, your flowers while you're alive, with
W-
that great
Well,
work.
that's appreciated and just honored and blessed. And like I said, it's a pleasure being here because when you get to reach out to people being in the entertainment industry, it is always a good thing.
Good, good.
It's always a
absolutely,
good thing.
absolutely.
Yes.
All right, so we'll start out. I'll start out the conversation by asking you to tell us and tell the audience who is Linford John. Where are you from? But Dominica, and tell us about your upbringing.
Well, I was born in Salisbury, born and grew up in Salisbury, and started, playing music at a very young age in down there. And of course, went to SMA after. And um, before I went that far. Even as a kid, I was, participating in calypso competition, singing I was a Boy Scout, so singing in the camp at the campfires, and some Salisbury people, a lot of Salisbury Uncle District people will know me for singing a song called Mr. and Mrs. Paul,
Mhm.
and people loved hearing me sing that, and it was like my little hit. I was about 7, 8 years old, and that was my little hit singing that, and. Then it grew from there. I went to SMA, and SMA, I'm always singing. So Bishop, there's a guy, Alex Sever. He's from Portsmouth. he hear me singing and he tell me, man, we need to form a group, you and I, because he wants to get in. He wants to sing. He was singing. He's not singing now, but he considered himself a singer. I hope I'm not disparaging him there in that. But so he told me we need to get together and form a group. So we got together, called ourselves the Imitations, and we started singing, and we started getting engagements until we sang at St. Gerard's Hall, we sang at the Goodwill Parish Hall, and then to culminate everything, we got a gig to play at the Arawak Cinema. And that was the highlight because then, I mean, we're kids. I'm at 13, 14. And so we went to to do the show. We were singing Wild World. That one was one of our songs. And we're in stage, man. That experience was something else for me because we stand up on the stage, and the Arawak has a curtain, and then we hearing the announcer at the front going on. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Imitations, and the curtains went up, and my mouth dried up, and I look and I see the people sitting in there, and my knees started shaking, and. I started praying, oh God, give me some, because my mouth dried up. I'm trying to breathe. I kind of almost lost my breath. So I'm trying to, so I started praying. I said, oh God. And luckily, he sang the first part, and then I come in for the second part. And so he sang, now that I've lost everything to God. And then I took up the second part. But if you want to leave, take good care. And then once I started, say, man, the crowd erupted. And that just gave me the courage, man. I just, okay, it's going to be okay. And I just continued singing. And then we became popular, little duet there at that time. And that continued. To fast forward to played with Mammoth, Impressions. We became Mammoth. I went to Guadeloupe with Mahmoud to the band was Impressions from the
Okay,
Salisbury
so
band.
hold on a little bit. Hold on. I don't want you to go too fast. We have to go in stages so we could get the whole story. You know what I'm saying?
No, no
we don't
problem,
want to
no
miss any
problem,
any part of it.
no
So
problem.
so when you sang at the Arac House of Culture, did you have a band or were you just singing?
No, we had a band. Let me see if I can. We had a band. I don't remember. Was it Wooden Stools? What? I don't remember which band, but there was a band backing us,
Okay, okay,
and there was because all at those events, it's like it's not it. I mean, especially Arawak Cinema, you got to have a band
okay.
in there. I'm wondering if it was Wooden Stools or if it was which band it was. I don't remember correctly, but anyways, that's what it was, and that continued, and I went to uh, I started singing with the Salisbury band, and that band was called Impressions. And it later became Mahmoud. You remember
Okay.
with Mama Maje
It's, yeah.
Right.
How's that for classy?
There you go. So that band was first called Impression, and I was at SMA, so I'm not in Salisbury, but they hearing me and they knew me singing growing up, so they want me to join the band in Salisbury. But at the time, I was young, and my dad was kind of like not too keen on me doing music. He wanted me to concentrate on my school. As a matter of fact, I remember one time I talk about we were playing at Rockaway on they used to play. They used to be at the building, a bar at Rockaway, and bands would play on the top of the building. So on for the people on the beach and stuff, and I was on there one time playing, and then I see this truck vehicle coming from Roseau going towards the West Coast, going down to Salisbury. I recognized it right away. It's a Salisbury vehicle, and my I froze because I figure people gonna see me and they're gonna tell my father.
Mm.
So sure enough, they did. They recognized me on there, and but I mean, people are proud to see that, and so they tell me excited, telling it's going around. And
Yeah.
my father, when I came down for the weekend, my next weekend, my father was telling me, he said, "What is this I hear about? You were on that Rockaway on that building playing and stuff and playing music. And after I told you I don't want you into this music thing now, it's your schoolwork you're sending you to." I said, "It was the weekend." And I tried to defend myself and stuff, but he gave me he gave me a little grief.
Mm.
But why I didn't understand for true, because he was a musician himself. He played the keyboards in the church, in the Catholic church,
Mhm.
and he also had his trumpet at the house that he every had sound on, and sit on the step and play his trumpet. So I really was not understanding his train of thought. So, anyways, that went on. I started playing with the band and with the impressions whenever I could. When my father would allow me to go, sometimes he won't, and so that didn't happen. But anyways, it got to the point where I got to well, impressions turned into mom. They went to Guadeloupe, and when they got to Guadeloupe, they got a producer, a guy they call Edmundo,
Mhm.
and Edmundo was impressed with them. So they tell Edmundo that though they have a singer, the lead singer is not even there yet. And when you
Mhm.
hear him, you just go nuts over him because he's really good, blah blah blah, and all this stuff. So they called me up and they told me this is what is going on, and we want you to come up. I said, man, I can't afford to come up there. They said, we'll send you a ticket. We'll send you the ticket. Come on up. We got something. We got it going on. You'll be happy
Mhm.
when you come. You'll see what's going on.
Mhm.
So, anyways, I came up, and then I got there, and later they told me the first time we started rehearsing in there, we didn't have equipment yet, but I started singing, and the next day Edmund ordered equipment.
Mhm. Okay, let me
And
ask you. Let me go back a little bit. Let me ask you that. So, in
sure,
growing up, what sort of music you listen to that influenced, your musical taste?
I loved all music. It was so varied. Of course, I remember singing calypso, singing a lot of calypso. I loved Mighty Sparrow and those kind of guys. But I also listened to a lot of American music. I love pop, popular music, and I listened to a lot of Jimi Hendrix and Turner, and Three Dog Night. These American bands. I
Mm.
love them. I love and because I love singing those kinds of songs too
Right.
and stuff. So I would listen. Even with impressions when we were in Salisbury, we would tackle a lot of those songs, and sometimes I would play the drums because that I was so into those songs that I had picked up the beats and stuff. Because I played drums quite a bit in my younger days
Okay.
and stuff, and so I love that kind of music, and I love drumming in that kind of music. So that continued. When I guess I got to after SMA. Well, yeah, Mahmoud went when I went to join them in Guadeloupe. After about I don't remember how long I stayed. I stayed there for a couple 2 3 weeks, I think. But I got a little unhappy.
Your dad allow you to go.
Well, at that time, I was already 18.
Okay.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, it was after high school, so I was eight. Yeah, I was 18,
Okay.
and so I went, joined them. I stayed a little while, and then I got a little disillusioned. I was not happy with the conditions, the living conditions,
Okay.
and so I said, you know what,
What was
I
bad
can't.
about it?
There, let's say that I was used to having a regular toilet cover that I'm wrong, and I have a place to shower
Yeah.
and the sanitary conditions were not, because you know, you have to understand in those days a lot of the bands were just starting up. Billy Man wasn't even started yet.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the bands, the idea was we go to Guadeloupe and start try to go through the hustle and bring the music to them, and try to influence them with our music and our talent.
Right.
So Exile had gone, and Gramax, and so Liquid Eyes, Smoke, all the Dominican bands were. That was the move, is to
Okay.
go to Guadeloupe and try to get something going.
Right.
So that was, we were just following in the same the same playbook.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got there, you know, and it's one thing to we, you know, when you do something like that, you know, you don't expect for the ideal conditions, you know, to pop up.
Right.
But I was not really prepared for the extent of to which I realized it was. And so I tell these guys, I said, look, man, I feel bad about this, man, but I can't stay. I'm going back. So they tried to convince me to stay, but I was not, I was not gonna do it. I tell them, you know what? When things get going, I'll come back.
Mm-hmm.
But this at this stage of things, the way things are looking now, I don't like it. I can't hang.
Mm-hmm.
So I left. Well, me and the keyboards player, brother, you know, he's called Bit. Him and I went down, and then we really planned on coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So after we were down there for about, I think a few weeks. I don't remember how long,
How did you
but
travel back and forth there back then to Guadeloupe and back? How did you travel?
on to back Dominica, back Guadeloupe,
Uh huh.
the yacht on my airline.
Okay.
They didn't. Yeah, at that time we had no what do you call them, Fleur des Îles
Oh, no express. Okay, no express then.
Express, no Express
Okay.
then, no.
Mm-hmm.
So when we came back, then after a few weeks, I was talking one day to the keyboard player. I still went to his home. I tell him, you know what, them guys really going on and things are working out. So let's think about going back to join them. So his mom was right there when I'm telling him that, and his mom say, Linfo, brother, we call him brother. He said, brother, not going back now? I say, no. He said, no, he has to stay and drive the bus. His family owned a bus, a school bus driving to and back and forth from Roseville.
Yeah.
Right.
He has to stay and drive the bus. He cannot go. And that just discouraged me. And I ended up not going back.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I was so happy to see when they came, because they went ahead and then Pusha, Derek Peters, he became, he was my backup, he was the backup singer, and I mean he would sing, you know, lead songs too. He was a singer too in the band, but I was a lead singer. So when I left, he just took over,
Mm-hmm.
and then they came up with that record, with Mama Jimmy's music, and all that record came out, and I heard it, and I was just elated. I was really happy because I felt really bad, because those are my boys. I grew up with them. We play music we had a lot of history together, and I
Mm-hmm.
really was feeling like I kind of let them down. They, you know. So when that came out, I was just happy about that. Okay, well, I went back. Well, no, backtrack. Before going there with them, I was in Salisbury when they left. Glenn, my brother, who used to be the lead singer for Naked Feet, told me that they're looking to get. Kobo was the drummer for Naked Feet at the time. They said Kobo, they're having some issues with Kobo, and so they want me to come and play with the band. And when if he leaves, I'll just play the drums in the band.
Mm-hmm.
And so said, so done. Kobo left, so I became the drummer in Naked Feet. Um, at that time now, while we there, but in my mind, I really want to sing, and but Glenn is the lead singer, so I sing, but not. My job is the drums, and so after a while, while I was there with Naked Feet, um, I got a call from Bill Thomas that he's forming a band. He's leaving Gramax, and he's forming a band. He wants to form a new band, a new concept, a new idea, and he's been asking around for a lead singer. He's been looking in St. Lucia and Dominica because he wants a singer who speaks Creole and
Creole.
English.
Yeah.
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 So he said he's looking around, and my name keep coming up. So he said somebody told him there were the two John boys from Salisbury. Take the younger one.
Who's
This
the other
was me.
John? Who's the other
My,
John boy?
my older brother, Glenn.
Oh,
He was the
he's a.
lead singer in Naked Feet.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So,
Is he as good as you?
well, I've heard people tell me that he's got the stage personality, but I've got the voice. That's what
Oh,
people
okay.
tell me. Yeah. But he was very dynamic on stage, man. He was a true stage man, he was. Yeah.
Okay.
I learned some stuff from him. I learned from and he taught me, helped me learn how to play guitar because I was playing guitar, and then he taught me some chords so that like I kept on, playing guitar and stuff. And so him and I were really close. So one day, we're sitting in the living room. We had all these instruments in the living room in Kings Hill. So I've been kind of like I want to tell him about that call I get from Bill, but I'm a little hesitant because I know that it would not make him happy. So anyways, I say it has to be done anyway. So I tell him, I say, look, man, this is what's going on. I get a call from Bill. They want to form a band, and he wants me to come and lead sing for the band. And he tell me, really? I say, yeah. He says, so what you gonna do? I say, I think I should go. I think I should do it. He tell me, okay. So everything come get quiet, and then we playing. There's
A
was
little
just him and
tension. A little
I.
tension.
A little tension, yeah. he, he was playing the guitar and singing. I was drumming and singing. That it was just the two of us there that day working on the playing on the instruments. And so after a while, he stopped and he told me, "Kasam, why you don't want to play drums? Why you don't want to play drums? Why you want to go out and do this and you have the drumming in you, that is something you can pursue." Me, I tell him, but that's not what I want to do. I want to sing.
Want to sing?
Yeah. So long story short, I ended up going to Guadeloupe with Bilomen. And I got there. Then we started rehearsing. Bilomen was an experience because we were the way Bilomen is set up is we have a producer. He's the guy who is financing everything, and he gave. We have a building where we lived, and when the instruments came in, we were rehearsing there, and then we started getting complaints. The neighbors started complaining, and gendarme would come and stop us every so often. So they decided to get another building in another place, part of town. So we will go rehearse there, and we live at the house where we were.
Okay. So
So
that time it was much better accommodation, right?
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You know what, man? Well, that was one day we're rehearsing, and when we're rehearsing like people would gather around the windows, like looking in at us practice and rehearse. Well, I mean, we're in there, we're playing, and man, it was rigid. We start rehearsing at 9 o'clock on the dot. Everybody has to be there with their instrument in their hands to ready to start on the count of three at 9 o'clock, and we everybody adhered to that. It was regimented.
Yeah.
So we'd come, we'd start, and we don't stop till like I think it was like 12, and somebody would go and get some bread and sodas, and we come back
And
and
some
we eat
some saucisson. No.
saucisson. Yeah, well, yeah. And we'll come back, we'll eat, and then we start back again, and we go
Hmm.
straight through till 5 o'clock, I think. And
Wow.
then we head back to the house. We go, and then we have turns cooking. Different couple of guys will cook every night, and then we'll eat. And at the beginning, what we would do, man, is after we finish eat, we'd gather in the room and do vocal rehearsal, like harmonies and and practice the songs and stuff.
Right.
And
So
then
so I guess you guys just played music for a living then.
that's it. That's
Okay.
it. And the producer let us know that this is it. We're I'm going broke here, keeping you guys going. And he would send his brother every so often to come down and listen to us and check on us, see how things are going. And so things are going good. He's
What was
liking
his
what he's
name?
hearing.
What was his name? The
Milton
producer.
Hughes.
Milton Hughes.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Milton Hughes. And he would send his brother Alain, I think was his name, every so often to come and check us, see how things are going, and pick up on any problems, any issues and stuff, and come report back to him at Nick because he was from Matnik.
Okay.
Yeah. So then that went on until we got to okay, time to do the record now. It was like I think like 3 months we doing this, I think. So time to go to record. We have everything down pat. We go, everything is ready. We get in there, we start recording that first song, that album with pa 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 na 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 pa da da ding
Mm-hmm.
dong la la ba with right African music. Right.
Do you know for a long time I thought that was Gramac song, you know?
Oh really?
Yeah. Mazi ada Afrik. That song, right? I thought that was
Yeah.
Gramac song.
No, that's Below Man. That was us.
Yeah.
And another thing too, people are telling me that they thought Monche
Yeah, that one too.
Yeah,
That one
for
too.
real.
yeah, a lot of
That's
people
Yes,
Below
tell
that
me.
Man.
one too.
That is
Yes.
me too. That is me. A lot of
Okay.
people telling me that they thought that was Gramax, that was Jeff. Gramax. No, I don't know. That was
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah.
You I learned that tonight.
Da, 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 da,
Yeah.
da, da. I thought it was Grandma's song for a long time, and that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, my dear, my family, Marie Claude, oui, mama, oh, la
Okay,
tell
yeah,
call
wake up,
mama.
mama. Yeah, I know that
Yeah,
one too. Yes, yes.
yeah, that, and there was quite a few of them. So, anyways, that after that first record, man, things went crazy. Man, the record, okay, we recorded. From the time we were recording it, we saw the reaction from all the people around there, checking checking the thought, and the Danny was the engineer, and he was all excited, and so we get in the impression that, but we so used to playing those songs over and over again that we're not really getting the sense of what they're seeing,
Right.
and so anyways, they go. We did that. We went back to Guadeloupe because we lived in Guadeloupe and playing and stuff. Then next thing we starting to, we starting getting the feedback. The record was released a certain night, and then we started getting calls, people telling us, "Man, guys, that you guys, oh my gosh, we can't believe this. This is nice. This is nice." So we getting all those accolades and stuff going around and stuff. So it start getting nice and nice. And then by the time we came back, we went back to Matnik and we were on TV.
Hmm.
Man, the next day, I walked out the hotel, just walking down to go get something in the store. And a young lady recognized me, and then I see her looking, take a double look, and she looked at me and she tell me, is that you? You? She said, me, say, who, ma'am? And I told her, yeah, shut up. I said, yeah. So she can give her my autograph.
Hmm.
And then so I say, okay, man, I had never had to do an autograph in my life before, so I don't even know what to write on this thing. So I got Ben as I been on and I'm right, I say, well, I'll just say, I tell her what's your name, and she tell me, and I say, well, it's nice meeting you, Mary, whatever, and then and I lift up my head, and I just seen people running, coming, and people just
Wow.
surrounding me with thing and
Wow.
and for thing. I say, what? What boy? And I'm gonna so I'm start going on and writing and signing and stuff like that. And the crowd is just getting bigger and bigger. And then I just said, okay, okay, thank you. And I run back to the hotel, man, and I just go back in my room. I sat down on the bed. I closed the door, locked the door, and I said, no, I said, what the hell is this? It's
You became
crazy.
an you became an
You call
instant
that you
star.
boss, you boss.
Yeah, man. I
Yes,
said,
yes.
whoa, man. So, anyways,
So let me ask you, how did it make you feel though?
um, you know, it was exciting. I say, wow, this is great. Like people appreciating, you what you
Music.
do, and so it felt good. Felt excited. I say, wow, it's unbelievable. I can't believe it. It's still like, man, wow, this is crazy. That's my reaction. I go in.
Yeah.
And then from that time on, it became where I can't walk the street. Anytime I go anywhere, it's people surrounding me and I'm wanting autograph. I want to get a haircut and all of them women tell me, I want you to sign this for my daughter. My daughter, man, and all this. So, I mean, I'm 19 years old, so I'm
Oh, you were
young bachelor.
19.
I was 19. Yeah. Actually, no, I was 20. When it started, I was 20.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 20. So then it just started getting crazier, man. I remember one night, man, we were playing and they had the Battle of the Giants, they call that Billowman, Gramax, and Perfecta. And man, we got there and I could not believe it. The crowd, massive. I mean, people, thousands of people, and we cannot get in to play. And the next thing, man, there was a courtyard with wrought iron fence. You have to enter through that before you can go into the facilities. People break down that wrought iron fence, man. And next thing I see police coming with tear gas. I see Billowman's off. Let me Billowman. Boom, boom, throwing tear gas, man. That was something else. But anyways, things settled down and we play and it was quite an
Who
experience.
who wrote the songs? Who wrote the songs on the album?
They Bill wrote most of the hits. Bill wrote African music, um, um, Marie Claude. But well, some of the songs that we all partake in. Like I'll give you an example. Marie Claude, when he wrote Marie Claude, he wrote first part of Marie Claude. And then he comes and he tells me, they say, look, man, you have a style that I like. I want to capitalize on. So come, let's finish this song. So him and I sat down, doing Marie Claude, finish it up and stuff. Man, my disappointment, man, when the record came out, no mention of me in that.
Oh
But
Lord.
yeah, but
Why
I
why
think,
why why is that always a problem? Why is that always that is such a common thing I hear all the time.
yeah, yeah. It's sad, it's yeah. Man, yeah,
I,
yeah. So, anyways, and then there was here's another one. I even do more work in it. You remember that song that was on our third record? Tout ça qui pas bon for your shit. Tout le monde qui mauvais yo que brûler. Yeah, that song, I did a lot more work in that because that was by then I had more, in the sense of direction where to take a song when it go in and a feel. There's a
yeah.
certain feel of it that you get,
Yeah.
and so I did that. Now I said, no, I'm hoping this time now he's gonna put my name on there. Man, he still didn't do it, man. So I got really upset and disillusioned about it all. And then, but you see, that's another thing too, because when the first record came out, and there was everything was just build, 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 build. It's kind of like a lot of the guys they felt disillusioned. It's like their whole work. I mean, we're a part of all of this, making this what it is, and
Right.
you're making it sound like you the only guy
Yeah.
um, doing this, you know. So the whole vibes kind of like start getting a little, let's say,
Tense.
yes, a little, things change. It start changing. So then,
So
which
let me ask you this. So after the first album, what was the album named?
the name of the first
Title.
album was what was the name of it? Just Billowman. Um, well, I think it was just Billowman. It's a black jacket record, and then there was pictures of us and our names and the names of the songs and stuff
Okay.
like that. And it was a double jacket thing, a record. So inside of it had the words of I think two or three of the songs. Well, Jim for me, I can remember was one, and I don't remember what the rest were.
Okay.
But
And so that record was okay. I think I see the cover right there. That record was very popular as you just stated.
yeah, it was.
What about the commercial success of the record? How did you in terms of your income? How did you find it went?
Well, what started happening after the record came out, we started playing to huge crowds. And so we started, oh man, it was crazy because we would play twice a night, 6 nights a week, month after month. Man, it was brutal. It was really, really hard. Frankly speaking, there'll be nights I'm saying, man, why didn't I have a regular job like normal people? Just going to work, you know?
you you feel like you were enslaved, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
but
Yeah, man.
were you paid well?
Not to where for the amount of money we were generating. We were
Okay.
generating a lot of money, and we were getting paid. We're getting paid well. I mean, better than we used to. I don't remember the specifics, but I remember I had money, and we were getting paid.
Okay.
But the kind of money we were generating, no, we were not getting that kind of returns for it, because what I'm looking at is that we're working hard.
Yeah.
6 nights a week. The only night we have off is Monday, and twice a night. Start at 9 o'clock to midnight, and then the bus takes us to another place. We start at 1 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock in the morning. Go back to the hotel, sleep, and next continue that for 6 nights.
Wow.
It was brutal. It was brutal.
And
And
that was in Guadeloupe,
Martinique,
Martinique.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Martinique, Guadeloupe, we're playing Guadeloupe too, but it's not. These specific things happened in Martinique. All the bands, Tabu Combo, DP Express, all the bands came down to Martinique. Even Third World, I met them there. That all of the bands came down to Martinique because that summertime in Martinique was the happening. All
Okay.
the bands came there.
Okay.
And so then because what they would do is like, okay, when we come, let's say we come in and we start at 9 o'clock and we play till midnight. Another one, let's say Tabu Combo would come and start at midnight and play till 5. And we would go somewhere else and start at 1 and leave at 5. And so that's how it was going. Like it's like two bands playing one night, one place. So you don't have the same band playing the same. The band plays all night, but it's at two different places.
Right. Right.
So,
Yeah.
bro, you didn't get host, man? How your voice, man?
Oh, let me tell you, man. After the first, I don't know, few weeks, people start losing their voices, be background singers, and then we get to a point where I'm just the only person with a voice, so I have to sing background and
And
lead.
lead. Wow.
Oh man, I hated it. I hated it, man, because you're working. I mean, that's killing me.
Yeah.
And then after by the last week, man, sometimes I open my mouth and I hear something, and then I don't hear something, and I hear something, and like my voice is gone. And you feel bad because people there's you see the thousands of people they're there to see you. They pay a lot of money to see you,
Yeah.
and
So
my voice is gone.
yeah. So
I'm
so
just
those
doing my
those
best.
performances. What was there was a season for that?
Yeah, summertime.
Summertime. Okay.
Summertime. Yeah. Or that after that, we'd go on tour. We'd go places. We went to Paris. We went French Guiana. We and Saint Lucia. We touring. But when summertime comes, Matnik. I'm
Okay.
back to Matnik.
Okay.
And yeah, and that was where it was crazy, crazy, crazy. And one of the things too is that when you do that, you get back to the hotel, 6 o'clock. By the 6 o'clock you're in bed. The a bunch of young schoolgirls overtake the hotel, man. It's like crazy, man. They're knocking on the door and stuff. And so what what ended up happening, man?
They want
I
to,
got up
they want to,
because
they want to play too, right?
they were. So what I would do, man, I get back to the hotel, I'd grab a blanket, I'd head to the park, I'd lay down in the park and cover myself with a blanket and go to sleep. And by the time the sun gets up and it's hot, I get up, I go back to by them girls go to school, the place is quiet again. I continue my sleeping in my hotel room and wake up like 2 o'clock, 2:30, we go eat, and then get ready to go
Get ready
again,
to go
do it
again.
Wow.
again. Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It was rough. It was rough. But and when it's over and done, you're happy. Oh man, okay, we came through that. We came through that.
Yeah.
Because in the final analysis, you appreciate the fact that people are appreciating what you do.
Yeah.
They man, let me tell you something. Let me give you a story, man. I used to have this girlfriend. Her dad was the mayor of Matnik. And I met her in Guadeloupe. She was going to university in Guadeloupe. So we got to be friends in Guadeloupe and stuff. So, anyways, when we came up, Matnik one time, she said, I told her, she knew I was coming. So she told me, okay, I'm going to pick you up. I told her, we're getting on Friday. She said, I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to take you to my parents, to meet my parents and have dinner. And you're going to have dinner with us, my family. I said, okay. So we got, landed, got in. I got the hotel. I told her, I'm here. She came, she picked me up, took me up to her family's house, up on a hill with a view there. So we had dinner, and of course, everybody's asking me questions, know about me, about my family, what's going on with my life, blah blah blah. So, anyways, when we finished eat, she and I stood up on the hotel on the balcony and just enjoying the lights view and stuff. And then so I said, okay, I think I need to be getting back to the hotel now. So she said, okay, I'll take you. So we get on the car and she's driving. So we got to a little distance around the car away from the hotel. But there's people all over the street. And I'm finding what's going on is maybe an accident or something that happened. So I tell her, you know, I'll tell you what, it's not that far. I can walk. Let me get out. She said, you sure you want to do that? I tell her, yeah, it's not that far. I can. She said, then she's looking at me this peculiar way. So I say, wait a minute. You think those people are there for behind the band? She tell me, she said, yeah, yeah. I
Wow.
tell her, really? She said, yeah. I said, nah, nah. It's okay, it's okay. Let me get up. So the minute I get out and start walking, I just hear people are screaming, Chantel, Chantel, and then I just get attacked. I mean, just people, and I start
Wow.
taking off to the hotel. I run and, but all over it's just people. Get to the hotel, it's just overrun with people and
Wow.
stuff. Man, it was crazy. It was really, really something
But so
else.
let me ask you, that was just for Billowman, right? Not the other
Yeah,
bands.
right, just for Billowman. At the time when
Yes.
Billowman came out, we were the giant. We were the one on the block now. We were the new thing.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, like one
New kids on
time,
the block. New kids on the block.
exactly. One day, this guy, I'll never forget that. This guy come and he said, man, Billowman, I got somebody for your Gramax. I'll
Yes.
never forget that. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he was nice. So then that went on. Well, things then things start getting bad. It's well, after the first record. Um, I sometimes don't want to go into that, but we things were getting where people were, unhappy with situations, what's going on with Bill and whatever and stuff, So Fred and Zyro, they were really unhappy, needless to say. So
Right, Saint-Hilaire?
Saint-Hilaire.
Oh, he was with you all.
Yeah, Zyro was where when the
Okay.
band started, it was me, Bill, Rogers Aaron, Bird, Fred, and then and Bombix, Boy. So the band started with those guys. We all were in Saint Francois together, and then the first guy who peeled off was Bombix because Bombix didn't like Bill, how Bill acting and stuff. He had problems with Bill, and so one day we stood there, we rehearsing, and then Sue Ratish, Brian Shillingford walked in, and him and I think it was him and Bruce. I forget who it was, but a couple of them from Smoke. They played with Smoke. And when the minute Bombix see them, Bombix take out his guitar. He will get his guitar case, and put his guitar away. So we stop and looking at him. He come and say, "Well, I'm going with my boys. So I'll see you later, man. I'm going with my boys." We just look at him. He takes his guitar and he walks out with them, and he left the band.
Just
So
like that.
just like that.
Wow.
So we said, okay, we got to get a guitar player. So then I don't know who was it who said Zyro was wrong. We could probably get Zyro, but anyways, Zyro came in,
Okay.
and then when Zyro came in, and we continued, and we did the first record with Zyro with that set of guys, and then Bill had gone down to Trinidad and gotten a couple of horn men. And so they came, and then we had this guy, this trombone player from Antigua.
Okay.
We had another guy before him, a saxophone player, but that guy didn't last. He was not that strong, and we were a little well. It didn't work out with him. So then we got the other guy from Antigua. He said he was a trumpet player, but when he came in, Bill didn't like his trumpet playing, so Bill told him, "How about if we play trombone instead?" So he played trombone, and we had the Bill and Robbie and John Harry, another trumpet player from Trinidad. But he himself, he said that he can't do this. What we because we were it was grueling, man. I mean, it was at the beginning, and we were playing. I mean, we go rehearse 9 o'clock, 9 to 12, and then 1 till 5 every day and stuff. He said, "Man, he can't get used to that. He has to. He's going back to Trinidad."
So
So
let me ask you how often you guys played in Dominica though?
we never played in Dominica.
Never?
Never.
Wow.
Yeah.
So wow.
Yeah. That was a one of our goals. That's one of the things that we were looking forward to when we go down to Dominica for the first time. And we were looking forward to that. Okay, but we had issues. Well, after the first record, before the first record was released, Fred and Zyro left because they were not happy with Bill too. They had a problem with Bill. So Fred and Zyro left. And then the record came out and everything went crazy because, the record was very successful.
So
And
so uh, we know in Martinique it was a massive hit. Did you get any feedback from how the Dominican public reacted
oh,
to your album?
yeah. Well, because I came down, I remember the first time I came down to Dominica after I came on vacation. And they found out, DBS found out I was here, everybody coming at my house telling me, "Man, DBS calling for you. They want you to come up to to the radio station. They hear that you here and they want to come up and so." So I went. it went up the next day to DBS, and then I could I was getting a sense of how people are accepting it, um, the music and stuff, and then it's just started going crazy. It's like I remember one time I when I first came to California, I decided I was going to okay, I need to get to play in a band. And so I'm looking around. I get a newspaper with bands looking for musicians. So I see a band looking African band looking for a reggae frontman. So I say, oh, that's right up my alley. So I call them up. So when I call them up, I go down to he tell me come and check us out. Come like with for us to check you out. So I went down to where they were, and they tell me bring everything music I've done and stuff. So I brought them the Billowman record, and I had already won the Calypso King competition in St. Thomas. That's another story.
Okay,
So
we'll go back there.
yeah. So I brought the record, a record I had done there and stuff. And so I played the Billowman record first. The first song I played was African music. So the music started ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. So he's listening to it, he's listening. And then he stopped it and he told me he doesn't understand. What does that have to do with me? I tell him, oh, that's me singing. He comes and say, that's you singing there? I say, yeah.
Yeah, see what I have to do with you.
So he studied it up again, and he told me, sing with it, let me hear you. So I started singing with it. And then he stopped it and he told me, man, that is something else. I tell me what? He told me, man, that song was huge in Africa. He's from Ghana. He told me that
Okay.
song was huge in Africa, man. And I thought that was a band from Cameroon doing that.
Okay.
I had no idea that the guy singing that would be coming asking to be in my band. Welcome, my brother. Welcome, welcome. Let's go play some music.
He say no more.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great, man. That's great. But let's go back to Guadeloupe, Martinique. So how long did you sing in Martinique, and how many albums did you all produce there?
So after Fred and Zyro left, we got a guitar player from Guyana, Bruce Bamfield, and we got another trombone man. There was a Trinidadian guy, Charlo. He played for Experience Set, and we stole him from them. We told him to come out with us, and he left them. He came, and Bruce, and then the bass player now. We had a guy from Guadeloupe. His name is Guito. He was a bass player from Guito, from Guadeloupe. And he was a jazz player, a lot of jazz, and he's a very good player. But one of the things was he wasn't a reggae because reggae was not the strong suit for, especially the French guys. They were not
Yeah.
familiar. They knew reggae, but they're not familiar with how to play reggae and stuff. So Bill would have me go. I used to go to his house and spend a couple of days and kind of work with him because I played a little bass too. I used to play the bass for a while, so I would go with him and give him an idea for okay. When you're playing reggae, it's not it's not like it's like you're making little statements like do bum do 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 dum dum doo. You know what I mean? That kind
Right.
of vibe.
Yeah.
So I kind of like kind of instilling that in him. Like I'd say like we listen to certain songs and then he say okay, 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 I get it. So we hang out for a while. He joined the band and so he was with us and we did the second record and then after that second record. Um, One we had the second record. If you listen to them, the song of the second record and the song of the first one, they're different. And up to today, Bird will tell me, he tell me, guess all you getting mad and stuff at this song of the second record, but it's a different song. All you guys were stuck on the first record, and because him and I were arguing about. I tell him, well, the second record, because what happened after the second record. we started saying that, you know what, we need this song that we had with the first record. And I was one of those saying that I would like to see Zyro and Fred come back. And Bill said, no, no, no way. They're not coming in that. And so we did the second record with those guys. But the I don't know, the vibe that we had when that from that first record, I missed that. And
Mm-hmm.
then some of the guys made that. So one day, Zyro's girlfriend, they got married eventually, but she, while we at the hotel, she
From
comes
Martinique.
in Matnick. She comes running up there and she said me, John, John. They call me John in Matnick, a lot of people. So she said me, John, Zyro and Fred at the airport. They cannot come in, they got to get in and stuff. I said, really? She said, yeah. I said, okay. So I got on the
What
phone.
was the name again? Was it Miriam or
Miriam.
Miriam? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Miriam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember? Yes.
Yeah. So I said, okay. So I got on the phone and I got Milton and I told Milton, look, man, Zyro and Fred at the airport, we need to get them in. So things started turning, who was giving the discipline, whatever, things are going on. Then, eventually Zyro and Fred came in
Mm-hmm.
and they were with us for the last record that we did.
Mm-hmm.
And after the last record, the third record, we were on tour. We were in French Guiana, and one of the trumpet players, he was walking in the town in the city, and then he saw a record, the first record we did, but he saw it was done by a Dutch recording company,
Mm-hmm.
and the album jacket was more sophisticated. It was more expensive. It was new, and it just the songs were the same. The pictures of us on there were different to the one we had done on the first. We take one, but our pictures were there, different set of pictures and stuff. So he bought the record and he comes back to the hotel and he shows that to me and he tell me, look at this, man. I say, whoa. So I said, let's go talk to Bill. Let's see if you know anything about this. So we went down and I said, Bill, look at this. So he saw that his face changed. And he said, "Man, get out of my room!" And all you guys giving me, and things just went crazy after that.
So he knew about it.
He knew about it. He knew
Wow.
about it. Yeah. Well, I should have known when I see him buying all this kind of stuff, money coming in. He buys this big piano for his room and Fender Rhodes, and well, but I mean, he's entitled to it because he started the movement, he started everything. He was the main guy in there, but
Right.
at the same time.
He
You
didn't
couldn't
do
do
it
it by
alone.
yourself.
He
It's
didn't
not
do
you
Right.
it alone.
alone.
Right.
No.
Right. Yeah.
So, anyways, they
Them stories.
So how many
so
albums you guys made though?
three,
Three.
three. Yeah, the last one. So when now after that happened, now we the it got ugly, and then came to the point where, and then Bill said, we had a meeting. Milton called a meeting, and when he called the meeting, and he said, okay, Bill has decided to leave the band. I say, so I say, why? I say, no, man, come on, man, come on. We cannot break up the band like that, man. Let's talk. Let's fix this. Let's fix this.
Mm-hmm.
He said, no, Bill has decided. He said, you guys don't trust him. You guys have no confidence in him. And he decided he wants to leave the band. So I said, okay, that's fine then. We'll continue without him. We'll get a
Mm-hmm.
keyboards player.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, yeah. He said, yeah. So he said, all we need, I need all you guys to give me one person from the band to deal with, just one person, and then he signs for everybody. I said, wow, okay. So then we decide Fred would be the guy dealing with him,
Mm-hmm.
and so we said, okay. So he said, okay, you guys put it together, and don't worry about the equipment. There, we'll buy you a brand new set of equipment, and let Bill take this. Let him go with it, and I will set you up. Don't worry about it. Then Zyro was the one who said that he wants. Well, I wanted Fitzroy Williams to play the keyboards,
Hmm.
and Zyro wanted Perez, his brother.
Hmm. So okay. So at that time, where was Fixed Right Williams? He wasn't playing with Exile at the
Fitzroy,
time.
no, because Exile had broken up. But Gordon was still around doing his thing,
Hmm.
but Exile, as they were Exile, I think they were broken up by then because
Okay.
that was by 79, 80 going in there.
Okay.
Yeah. So I said, no, man, we need a guy like Fitzroy because, I mean, no offense to Perez, but Fitzroy has a bigger name than him. It'll garner more respect if we get Fitzroy as opposed to getting him.
Hmm.
And then Zyro said, well, if Perez can't play, he himself not playing.
Mm.
And
And where was
then
Perez? He was in Dominica at the time.
I think he was in Dominica. Yeah, he was in Dominica.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then that was the the beginning of the breakdown.
Wow.
Yeah, and so that went that way, and then I went back to Dominican, and I said, man, I'm just going to start working on my solo album, and that's when start writing songs for my solo album. I went to St. Croix. Well, no. Right after the band broke down, Jackie Nairado called me and he told me they're gonna form a new group called Kasav,
So
and they want
who called you?
Jackie Nairado.
Mm.
He said, and they want you to be the lead singer. So we're having a meeting on this day. I need you to come to that meeting. So I did, and we go, and then they start the form of Kasav, and then we said, okay. I said I was going back to Dominica, um, and then when as things progress, they will get me, and I'll come back
Hmm.
with the band. Well, when I get back to Dominica, that was when I got my papers, my call for Barbados to go to the US because my brother had filed for me from years before.
Right.
I actually filed for the entire family, for like 8 of us. So when that no, I had a choice to make: go with Casa or go to the States.
Hmm.
And so I decided to go to the States.
Any regrets? Any regrets? You didn't go with Kassav?
Yeah. Looking back. If you know what you know now, which
Yeah.
one you would have chosen?
To be honest, when I look around and see what Casa, the legacy that Casa left, it would have been nice to be a part of that legacy. It really would. I would have been proud of being a part of that. But
Hmm.
it was not meant to be, you know.
Right,
I went,
right,
yeah. I have three nice daughters. If I had gone to Casa, I would not have had them. So,
right, right.
yeah. So,
But
yeah,
Kassav, oh my
yeah,
God, can you imagine? Oh
yeah,
Lord.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, when I went to St. Croix, then I decided to I'm gonna do work on my solo album, and then I started writing more music and starting getting ready to do that. Went back to Dominica. I got Fred, Cleve Jean Jacques, I Feel, Fat Boy, Iwa.
Hmm.
Yeah, him. Who was the other guys? And then the two horn men. They played for Levy King, but
Okay.
they were my
Viking.
friends, and I called them up, yeah, and I told them that I need them to go Barbados with us to do that record. They tell me when I'm ready, just let them know. So I did that. I spent like almost a year in Dominica. I went to Barbados. We did that record, and I went back to St. Croix. And while I was in St. Croix, I got back to St. Croix. Partner of mine in St. Thomas he called me up. He tell me, man, I hear you in St. Croix. Is that where you are? I tell him, yeah, man. He tell me, what are you doing out there? I tell him, nothing really. I just come up here and I'm trying to make something, but I just got laid off at a little job I had. He tell me, man, come to St. Thomas, man. Come to St. Thomas. I tell him, where am I going to live when I get there? He tell me, with me, by us, by me, with me. I said, okay. So I went up there. I got there. And then about a year after, yeah, let me see. Yeah, no, 2 years after I got there, There, we're watching TV, and there's this guy, the Calypso King of St. Thomas. Well, this guy, nobody can take this guy down. 6 years, this guy is Calypso King.
What
Nobody
was his
can take
name?
him down. Sifu,
Safe. Okay.
yeah. So that was his seventh year now. So my partner told me, he said, hey, you can take that guy down. I said, I can probably do that. He told me, then go for it, do it, man. I said, you know what? Yeah, let's see what I can do. So I go and I wrote a couple songs. I recorded it with Imagination Brass. And then I start going through the process. You know, you have to go through preliminaries and all that stuff.
Hmm.
Well, from the first day I got there, man, I see people start, whoa, Sifu is gone. Sifu has problems. Yeah. Well, that felt good, you know. I say, okay. So anyway, so said, so done, man. I go in and I won. I knocked everybody out and I won the Calypso King competition.
Hmm.
The one
And then,
you remember the two songs you had?
yep, the one was how she like it, how she like it, how she like it, how she like it, how
Oh,
she
I know
like
that
it, how
song.
she like. Yeah, that was
I
that
know that
one.
song.
Yeah, that
How'd
was
you like
one
it?
of them. And then there was Trinity. Here comes Trinity. Dum dum. Padam padam dum dum. We collect anybody. Dum dum. Padam padam. Pink, black, brown, white, big or small. I sang those two songs
How'd
and
you
I
like
won.
it? How'd you like it? Yeah, I
Yeah.
know that song, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
me.
But yeah, just go back a little bit.
Mhm.
The album you produced in Barbados. What was the album title?
Going solo. Linford John going solo.
Okay, okay. Is it on
You were
YouTube?
playing you were playing a song from it when I first came on.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll
I,
check it out.
yeah. And then now that I won the crown in St. Thomas now, so well, the next year coming up after now, I said, wait a minute, I got to go back there now and defend the crown.
Hmm.
So there I go. I put myself writing a couple songs again, and I went up again, and I won again,
Wow.
Back to back King,
back
yeah.
to back. Yeah. Then I say, okay, I've had enough. Yeah, so,
What was the prize money like? Was it good?
not really. I think it was like $2,000. Was it? It was, not bad, but it could have been better.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I think it was
Okay.
like 2000. It wasn't
What
five.
year? What year was that?
84.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah, the first time I won was 84 and then 85, and
Hmm.
then 85 I headed to California. Where no, before I went there, while I was in St. Thomas, Simon Girard. You guys know Simon
Yeah,
Girard.
of course, Simon Girard.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Um, somebody asking what is the name and what year did he win the crown? So that's Masaba Alexander. Yeah. So we talking to Linford John Masaba. Linford John. He's from Salisbury. He sang with Mahmoud and he sang with Billowman, and he won the crown in St. Thomas in 80 what?
84.
84 and 85.
84 and 85. Calypso King of St. Thomas. Yeah.
So when after that, while I was in St. Thomas, I got a call from Simon Girard.
Hmm.
He's telling me that he's leaving Perfecta and he's going to do his solo album. And so he's trying to pick some guys to do the solo album, and he wants me to do the lead vocals. So he tell me, can I do that? I tell him, okay, where you want me to come to matinee? He tell me, no, I'm gonna send you a ticket to go to Haiti because we're gonna do it in Haiti with Fouet des Gens.
Hmm.
So it's gonna be you, me, Fouet des Gens, and he's going with a keyboards player, a guy called Roland. He's gonna use Roland to play keyboards, and gonna use the band. The rest of the band will be the Fouet des Gens guys. So I tell him how long he needs me to be there. He tell me, well, at least 2 weeks. I tell him, man, I got a job down here in St. Thomas. I cannot do 2 weeks. I can only. He tell me, how long can you stay? I tell him, probably about a week. He tell me, okay, okay. What he did is he brought Jean Philippe now. Jean Philippe is that something else?
Martelly. Martelly.
Martelly. He brought Martelly. So whatever I didn't finish, Martelly will continue. It will finish it. So that's what happened. And we recorded that record, and I left them.
What songs were on that record? Or what was the record?
Bob Marley Forever was one of the songs. That
Okay,
what?
yes,
Yeah,
yes, yeah. Bob Marley
yeah,
Forever. I remember that one.
yeah.
Yeah, I had that one.
So when that was done, then I was back in St. Thomas. I think that was in probably '84, and then I stayed for the carnival for the Calypso Commission '85, and then I left, went to California.
So
Okay.
you didn't
Yeah.
defend your crown?
After the second, right after the second one, because one of the things was that I was getting things were getting too complicated for me in St. Thomas, and I'll leave it at that. It was just
Okay.
yeah, there were too much problems coming up for me, and you know what? One of the things was the first year that I won in St. Thomas. I was getting some backlash because there was Sifu had some really good. Well, I mean, for 6 years he has fans, that loyal fans and stuff. And then the fact that I was a Down Islander guy who was not from St. Thomas come in and knock him out. Some
Yeah.
people didn't take that too easily, and so
And make it
um,
worse, you did it back to back.
exactly, and so I just decided that yeah, but it was time for me to get out of St. Thomas. It was time for me to get out. So then I left. I went to the States, where to California. I joined that African band. I started playing with them until one time I get a call one night from a guy, a Jamaican guy. He told me, "Look, we're looking for a front man. We're looking for a singer, and somebody gave us your name, and so we want you to come and check it out, check us out, check it out." And because we have a producer in Hawaii, he wants us. He's preparing a weekend where for a festival, and he wants to bring us up to play. But we will have those guys were Stevie Wonder brought these guys to America. He brought them to California. Because remember when Stevie Wonder was having his first, he was doing his studio. There was a time when he had it was the news was that Stevie is working on his a big studio, and he's gonna produce musicians and stuff. So those guys were Jamaicans. They were in Jamaica playing, and they were playing at the hotel that Stevie was at on vacation. And so Stevie Wonder heard them, and he decided he's gonna bring them to be the first act on his label.
Okay.
So he brought them up to California, and they were with him for 2 years. They tell me, man, I told the guy, I asked those guys, what was that experience like, man? And them guys tell, oh man, that was something else. They tell me, yeah, but you know something? Like they would be working, and they would think that this is really nice and stuff. The next day, Stevie will come and tell them, no, we're changing that. No, that's not good enough. They say, oh my God. They say that he was always just changing, and when they find it good and stuff, I said, well, he's Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, yeah.
So, anyways, they stayed with him, and then they worked. They got the record done. Time for release. They Stevie's lawyer brought them a contract, a paperwork, and they tell them, I want you to sign this and stuff. So Garth is the band leader. Garth being who he is, Garth takes it, and Garth said, okay, he's got to get his own attorney to look at it. So he brought it to this attorney friend that he had. The guy checked it out. The guy told him, okay, what I can tell him, a long story short, is if you sign this as is, Stevie Wonder pretty much owns you, guy. He owns you for the future. So guys, the guy said, that's no good. He said, can you make some changes on that? At least that's a little more the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
He said, sure, I can do that. So he did it. Garth got it, and Garth took it back to the attorney, to Stevie's attorney. The next day, they were out on the streets.
Eee.
Man, he tell me he has never been so depressed in his life.
Wow.
He tell me he went to being at all day in the daytime. They working all night, wake up in the daytime, they are by the pool. Michael Jackson, the Quincy Jones are around sometimes. All these big musicians are around. And it's like he's rubbing shoulders with all these people and in pool with them, joking around and living the life. Next day, he's out at the bus stop trying to get a job because he doesn't have any money and
So, so
he doesn't have
he went from 100 to 0.
to zero. To
Wow.
zero. Man, he tell me, man, I that was the worst time of my life. I said, I can understand. I can imagine. I
Yeah.
tell him, but I will not do what you have done. Eh? I'll just tell him, okay, go ahead, son, because I know once I'm up there, eventually I'll break loose of him, but my name will be up in the lights already.
Right.
You
Right. Right.
know. So, but
Wow.
anyways, so those guys know they had this guy that who knew them from Jamaica. He's Jamaican, but they lived in Hawaii, and he was bringing them up to play at that for that weekend. And the lead singer that they had was on drugs. This guy was. They tell me that he never recovered from this. He was on drugs and stuff, and they needed somebody, and so they got me. So they tell me come check them out in LA. I was at work that night. After work, I drove down to LA, and then I got there, and well, we started rehearsing for that thing night from that night on. I came in and I start singing, and then we just start playing, and that was it. And then we getting ready. They call the guy up and they tell the guy, we got our guy. So the guy say, okay, good. So they tell
What
him
genre?
that
What genre of music were you playing?
reggae calypso.
Okay.
Yeah. So he said the guy said, okay. So them tell, yeah, man. And he's good because he actually was the Calypso King of St. Thomas for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
The partner say, really? He say, yeah. The partner come back and tell them the next day, you know what? Um, I will just have that guy come up. I will get some guys over here to back him up. I have some good music. This guy for Lavis Skunk. I got a couple guys from Lavis Skunk. They had some good musicians there. So he tell them that I'll just have this guy come on the Calypso King at St. Thomas, and but I'll have the guys to back him up. That's gonna cost me less money. I'm sorry, but that's why I want to do this. So when they told me, I told them, nah, 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 nah. I'm not gonna go. He tell me, no, 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 man, go ahead, take it. I said, no, man, how can I do that? No, I'm not going. He tell me, no, man, when you get back, we'll be here. We'll be here when you get back. Go ahead. So I went to Hawaii for the weekend. I played with them and came back, and I was with them. And actually, I've been with them, and so right now, even right now, when I got back here 2 weeks ago, the keyboard player called me. He tell me, you back? Because I keep in touch with them. I tell him, you made it back? I tell him, yeah. He tell me, okay, man, we got some big gigs coming up. So I need you, I need you on board with that. I said, okay, when is it? He tell me one is on the 17th of next month. And so I tell him I'm here till September. So I'm around. So we
Okay.
got, and I'll be
What
with
what
them.
what kind of venues you'll play at?
Well, sometimes in parks like this city, in out here, the different cities, they would hire you to play some they call summer in the park and stuff like that.
Okay.
And so the city will pay you, but they have the public come and they have a stage, they build a stage and they have concession stuff, and then they have
Yeah,
um,
in New York in Central Park, every summer they do that. They have some
there
big
you
time
go,
artists. Yeah.
there you go. So they do that. Different cities do that, and then you have private and like there is the Jamaican Independence Ball. We play at that every year. They have that at the Hilton Hotel in LA. So every year They have that's a huge event, and we play that at that every time every year with them. We had, and and then there's some small gigs here and there, but you get work.
Okay.
Uh, Well,
Cool. Cool.
I actually recorded a couple albums with them. I wrote most of the songs on one of them. And you know what? I keep forgetting that. While I was in California, Gramax wanted to make a comeback. And so they call me up and they tell me that they want to do a comeback. And that time Jeff was on drugs. Jeff was not doing too well.
Mm-hmm.
And so they wanted me to be the lead singer. I said, okay. So I don't know if you guys remember one time I came down with Gramax for Creole Fest.
Mm-hmm.
We played at Creole Fest one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't work out too well because we had some issues that had to be what needed resolving. But I think I did two records, I think, or three with them. They have the billboard on in of Gramax in San Joe. You can see I'm on there too. You can see the records. I'm on the record thing on the billboard. But I think I did two or three records with them, and we did the Curl Fest, and then we were really planning on really reviving Gramax and stuff, but it didn't work out. Gramax had their issues, and so it didn't really go through. So we ended up breaking up again,
So
and then
that Krell festival you played there, how was that? How was the reception when you played in
oh
Gramax?
yeah, it started well, but then the things went so it started really well because I personally was really unhappy with because when we had issues that should have been resolved before we hit this stage, before we all agreed to do that and everything. Um, because the guys had evolved. Everybody had grown into their way, how they want to do music and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then well, without going into into details about it, it did not work like we would have liked it to work. And that is why afterwards it died out because we could not bring ourselves to one idea of how we're gonna do it without having problems, fights and what have you. Yeah. So unfortunately it did not continue. But
Like,
anything can happen in the future. I mean, we can,
but
we can. I know. Some of the guys they probably will not consider playing together. Maybe I don't know, but you never know. I mean, but me and all of them are still friends.
but
We talk to each other.
Well, let me ask you, what it is the thing that Dominican bands, it look like it's a trend. Like our bands do what it's only groovers I see have
I
been,
know. I know, man.
what happened to our bands don't last? What guys get too much ego, it goes up in their head because I don't understand before they start reaching somewhere, it's always some
Ego is a big thing in the whole scheme of things. Ego is always a problem in music, with musicians.
right.
I try to humble myself and not allow that to influence too much how I go. I'm a humble guy, man. I feel myself. I feel blessed. I've been blessed with a voice that people like, and with a little talent that I can and I enjoy it. So
Right.
I just I'm say humbled and honored.
Yeah.
I will say.
Yeah. So beside the time you played at Krell Festival with Gramax, have you ever played Dominica again? Performed in Dominica other occasions?
Yeah, I played at Quail Fest a couple of times by myself before
Okay.
that, and then because they had me come, and then Salisbury, they had a Salisbury reunion one time, and they wanted me come down, and there was a big push on to have me to come down, and they were going to make a big thing out of it, but it did not seem like I could have made it until the last minute. I made it happen. So I showed up, and everybody was just surprised to see me. And then they said, you know what, we got to get you on that stage. You got to come. There's no way, because they had a little festival thing on that on the Savannah, we call that, where they had the local guys playing, the band playing, and groovers were there too. I remember, because when I showed up, everybody was just happy that, and they tell me, man, you got to get on that stage, man. You got to get on. So I come in, and then so Chubby and them groovers backed me up in a couple of songs. I remember Chubby and them, um, and I did something there. Um, but besides that, yeah, that is the extent to which I think. Besides, little things like, I mean, I come down and I played with the guys some at some venue, small stuff. But Creole Fest, I think I've done three times. Once with Gramax and twice by myself, and then this time,
So
Okay.
who's backing you up this time?
Cornell and his band is backing me up this time. Um, I don't know some of those guys. Some of they are the younger guys. So, but Cornell is a guy I have a lot of faith in. So I'm sure it's gonna work out.
Co-
And
Co- Connell is
yeah,
awesome. He's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm sure. I'm sure it's gonna be okay.
yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So let me ask you: you ever thought of forming your own band, like picking out your musician and have your own band?
Okay. I even forgot that part of it. There. When I came down, that's another thing I came down to do. A couple of years ago, I came down to do the Canas Lipso Fest. Remember, we used to have the
Yes.
Canas Lipso
Yes.
Fest.
Yes,
Yes.
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 So I came down to do that, and then I was singing. I was supposed to perform on Saturday, and then the band Bandamano they were coming down to play on Sunday. So when they saw that I was on going to be there Saturday night, they called Wadix and ask me whether I can come in back on Sunday to do a song with them. So I say, sure, of course, no problem. So I came back on that Sunday and did a song with them. And now, I mean, I've been on three different cruises. They go on tour on cruises. They play on a cruise ship um, through the islands. And after I sang that night with them, I told them that I just released a song. Me and Cornell had just released a song. Who was the guitar player on that for me? And then I told them that I just released that song. I want to come up, Martinique, and publicize it. So, I was asking them, can you find me a place and that's not too expensive in town, so that I can go to those radio stations and TV and publicize it? He tell me, tell you what, here's my number. When you're ready, just call me. So I called him up. I told him I was coming up next week, the Friday. He came, picked me up, and then that guy owned a TV station. So he told me he wants me to do a couple of interviews on his TV station. I told him, sure. So, and then he took me to his place. He gave me a room. Man, this guy just took me in as his brother, man. It's like, because he was one of the guys used to be with Billow Man way back when he was young too, and but he was a staunch supporter of Billow Man, and he was always doing. I didn't remember him. I didn't tell you that. I didn't remember him, but afterwards we talking, and I remembered his brother and stuff. So, anyways, this guy just embraced me, man, and he told me, "Look, man, we're gonna be playing next weekend at this place in Robert, and we can announce that you'll be there. We'll put you on if you want to stay for that." Because he gave me a room to stay, and he told me I don't have to pay him anything, and so I tell him, "Well, sure." So I stayed and I did that with them. And then he got me. He told me there was some other bands. He told me those guys, you're gonna get those guys to, if I can make a little change right here while I'm here, you're gonna get them to have me come on do a couple songs with them at those different places. So I did that, and then that just kind of opened the floodgates. And then so he told me, well, we're going on a cruise. We play on a cruise ship. And we go through like 7, 8 islands playing on the cruise ship and the night at nights. Um, how would you like to come on that with us? I tell him, sign me up.
Mm-hmm.
So I went on that with them, and then he tell me, we're going back there next year at this time. You want to do that with us again? I say, sign me up. And then he tell me, we have a thing in Guadalupe. You want to come and do that with us? I say, sign me up. Then we have another thing. And so it's just that from the past 23 years, I went down to Dominica to do the kind of Sleeps Fest, to go back in like 3 weeks. And I was there for, well, I'm basically in Dominica for a while now. It's
Mm-hmm.
like I stayed. I did that. I went to Martinique. I went back. I went to Guadeloupe with them. I'm back. I went. So I've been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But now I'm back in California. I'll be here until September, some middle of September, and then I'm back down in Dominica. But I'm also scheduled to go on tour with them again next year, February.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that with them again February, and then there's some other things working out, and that is just that's just looking good. It's looking all right. The
Awesome.
prospects looking good. Yeah.
All right. So let me ask you, with your vast experience and your work with music in Dominica and everywhere else you've been, I'm sure you are a keen supporter and listener of Dominican music.
Sure. Yeah.
So, what is your opinion on how it has evolved? You know, from what you know then to what it has become now. You know, and through the years, what just give me your impression of how things evolve.
Let me tell you something. A few months ago, where was that? About, I don't know, about 3 months ago or something. They called me up on DBS. They wanted to interview me. And I went to do the interview, and they asked me a question. What do I think about Booyah music in Dominica now, and all the Booyah music thing going on music in Dominica? What do I think? So I'm honest. I don't like, not saying what I think in my mind, because then I don't have to remember what I told you. What I told you, I don't just tell you the truth.
Right.
So I said, well, I gotta tell you, man. I When WCK came out with Booyah Music, I was a total fan. I was just in love with that kind of music and thing CK came out with. But it has evolved into something. I think that we go in the wrong direction.
The
I
nasty business,
the
the nasty
nasty.
business.
I started telling them
Yeah.
that nasty business ain't gonna work. I think it's not. It's gonna limit what can happen with this music. I mean, it's there's no way I can embrace what I'm hearing in those things. It offends me. So they were, and he's probably listening now. He got mad at me, and then he started
Who's that?
the manager.
Of
Oh,
DBS?
Cecil
Yeah.
Joseph, man.
You got mad at you for what?
Because you ask your question
He asked me a
and
question.
you answer, you can get
I
mad at
gave him
him.
my answer. He didn't like my answer, I guess. He's probably gonna hear that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
But
right.
hey,
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Yo. Go ahead.
so
Sorry.
so so I once I start telling him what I feel and stuff, the whole vibes change, the whole attitude change, the whole interview change and stuff, and I just realized that. And then afterwards, I had a few of my friends call me up and tell me, yeah, so after you tell this guy that about the bouillon thing, it just changed. Yes, he just turned against you, man. I said, I tell him, And then to make it even cemented more, when I got back home, Glenn was there, and then the minute I showed my face in there, Glenn started upon me, tell me, Gaston, I tired tell you, don't criticize those people' music. Do not go there and criticize them people boo. You know, don't. And I tell him, what do you mean I criticize? He asked me a question. I answered by the question. I answered
Right,
truthfully.
right, right.
That's not
Yeah,
criticism.
that's not criticism. I just
Because
he
you're
asked me a
right.
question.
If it continues like that, it's not gonna last. I always say that. It's not
Yeah,
gonna the lyrics, the
like,
lyrical content, it's not gonna last.
it's not gonna last.
No, it's
No.
But
not. It's real
you
good.
see you are somebody that has you command a lot of respect
Thank
and you
you.
have the
Yeah.
credibility to speak on those things.
Of course.
You know, and
Yeah,
it's
thank you.
like I say, it's not criticism. You are giving your honest opinion as a very experienced musician, very successful
Musician, absolutely.
musician. Yeah,
Absolutely.
so
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
But
That's the way I saw it.
you know one thing I always say, I don't know why they use the word evolve because that is not no evolution of music, bro. It's not.
Yeah.
Compared to
I
how
hear
you used
you.
to play Seek and them. This
Yeah.
today that is not, that they need another word for that. That's not evolution.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah. I
not.
hear you. I
Well,
hear you.
well,
I
well,
hear you.
well, well. So now there's bouillon that's not nasty business. Okay, there's
Yeah.
the nasty business and there's other
Yeah, yeah.
bouillon.
Right,
You
right,
know, so
right. I've had people suggest to me, why don't I kind of take the cadas and the bouillon and mélange it into something? I said, oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah. Well, you never know. You
you
never
never
know.
know. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
But let me ask you, bro. You think Kada's music, I mean, Chubby, still there, you there, Gordon. You think after you, I'm not saying that you are calling there for you guys, but we all have
Mm.
to pass. We just don't know when, run how. You
Right.
understand? I'm saying, I really feel that because the kids today in Dominica can't really speak Creole. I think that after you guys pass on that music, that Kada's music will just die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and what do you know why they stopped the Karas Calypso competition? Because I think that was a very good thing of promoting the music and keeping it alive.
Yeah, I think Wadix was the guy producing that, and I think it got to a situation where he just feel like it was unsustainable for him. Um, he was it was stressful, you know, and it was just not working out for him personally. So I think then because he was the guy um, producing that, if
Okay.
I'm not mistaken,
Hmm.
you know. So and I know the last time that he tried something that he had oh man, he had this religious the last night was a Christian night for Christian music, and he did that for to entertain the Christian community.
Yeah.
And so I showed up just to support them. I did not. I mean, I had come my Saturday night. The Sunday night I went back because man wanted me to come and sing a song with them, and then I figured, well, let me come on Sunday and see what that the band. I was so glad I did, man, because that that band that they had on on Monday night, that Christian band. Oh my goodness, they had some vocalists, some musicians. It was just fantastic.
Yeah.
I was just blown away. I just loved everything about it. But there was hardly anybody in there.
Mm.
They played their heart out, though. They really gave it to us. You know, and that's a professional musician for you. You know, you come in and you know, despite what happens, what is out there, you come to play the music, you give it your best, and you do what you always have to do, want to do. And so they played, man, and I'm just at the front there and I'm just enjoying every second of it, listening to them. Afterwards, man, I went up there and I told them, I have just got to tell you guys, don't mind the lack of attendance right there. I am supremely impressed by what I heard, and I just feel really bad that you guys did not, that the people didn't come and appreciate what you had to give us. But I saw it, and thank you, and God bless.
So they were Dominican musicians?
No, they were. They're a kind of international band. They have musicians from and singers from all over Martinique, Guadeloupe, and Martin at different places,
Mm-hmm.
and um, and they play Christian music.
Okay.
Boy, they were fantastic. I was supremely impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just sad that the people didn't show up to support and appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
But I know if there was that crowd there, they would have appreciated it because it was that good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
So what,
So
go
go ahead,
ahead.
Coach. Go ahead.
Okay, what do you think was the problem? It wasn't advertised well enough, or what do you think was the problem though?
I don't know if a part of that is the Christian community in Dominica. They have a different mindset as to come in and support something in the park like that, as if I don't know. They have a different um, um, attitude towards that. They probably look at it as, if it's not in the church, they're playing hymns in the church or something. They don't look at it as
Right.
Christianity, or I just get the impression like that they didn't look at this as they look at it more like a bacchanal thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Right.
like and stuff. And I think that's hard to part to play with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I
Okay.
know Dominic have a lot of people who are Christian. I hear them. They tell me they're Christians. I hear them. I see them.
So apart from touring, playing with your guys on the cruise ship and wherever you'll play, what else you have planned for the future? You have any albums in the works, or do you plan to put out any more albums?
That is the next project. Um, I don't know if I should talk about that.
You should.
I, I have some friends. Put it this way, I have some friends in Martinique, and they are interested in doing something. Um, I'll be the front man. I'll be the lead singer, and we're going to pretty much start a group.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
I I um, I don't know how that's gonna go, but I'm open to any and everything. I have like there was the guys in Martinique and the guys that I play with and I tour with all the while. The leader there, that guy is he's kind of a producer. This guy he owned the band and he had record stores. He was into it big time, but he's kind of scaled back. But he have the huge TV station, and that's and something that advertises. He gets the music that he's into and stuff. Well, this guy he was telling me he was trying to get me he talked to me quite a bit about how about if you go down to Dominic and start the Billowman again, get the guys
Wow.
together, and then come up. You can come up here and we can do something. I tell him, okay, let me check it out. So I went down and I spoke with the guys. I called the guys in Antigua. There are a couple of guys in the horn man in Antigua. They tell me just call them when I'm ready. And but the guys are not really into going the Billowman route. They want to do something. We go, not Billowman. And I'm finding that, you know, Billowman is us. We have a name out there, and it's not like we're playing somebody else's music. It's
Mm-hmm.
us, we ourselves, and I think we can take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't seem kind of anxious to go that route. So I I went back and I just told the guy, I said, look, those guys will play, but it's gonna be like an effort. It's gonna take money to make that happen. And when I start explaining to him, I mean, what we're looking at and stuff, he tells me, maybe all right now we'll just work with you and let's see what happens, as
Right.
time goes on.
Yeah.
So I'm working with him.
So whatever happened to Bill?
He died. He passed.
Oh, he passed.
Hmm.
Oh.
He died. How many? About maybe about 3, 4 years ago. But it's one thing I'm happy about that we made back because when the band broke up, Bill and I was really mad at Bill. I was really I you know Bill Bill is a difficult guy. That guy is very talented, very talented. But the fact that everybody's having issues with him tells you he is kind of
He's a
a
problem.
difficult,
Uh,
yeah, a difficult guy to get along
uh,
with.
but
Yeah,
but you,
because him
I
and
was
I,
going to ask you if you'll ever reconcile, but you said you all did, right?
yeah, we did, we
Yeah.
did one, yeah, and I'm glad that I did that because what happened was one day, sometime right after Billowman broke up, they had this festival in Newtown Savannah. And that's when they were giving us the award, the legends. Either it was legends or icons,
Mhm.
and I haven't forgotten about that. They had a couple of times they brought me down to at those festivals. They gave me a couple of awards. They gave me a legend and an icon and stuff. So one of the times I came down, they were honoring me, Bill, um, I think Janet Azuz, um, maybe a Levi. I think there were a few of us. And when I came down, well, I'm always every time I go down for those things, I'm always the last one in because everybody live down in Dominica. They can come down earlier, but I'm kind of like I have a lot on my sh- on my in my hands. So I could usually come down about 3 days before the festival. So everybody have rehearsed already, and I'm the only one left for rehearsal.
Mhm.
So when I told them what songs I'm going to sing, and so they said okay. And when I came down to go for rehearsal, I said okay, let's go. First one, let's do well, let's say Marie Claude. No, and they tell no, I think more. Give my family more. I said let's try that one. So let's go. Say 1, 2, 3, go. Quiet. Nobody's playing. So I look around. I say, what's up, man? What's going on? Then Fred tell me, here's the thing, man. Um, Bill wanted to play that song. He wanted to sing that song. And so we rehearsed it with him. But I say, okay, that's fine. He sing it, but I'm gonna sing it too. And they tell me, well, we rehearsed it. We had to change the key because he can't sing in the key you sing in. So we had to change the key. So now we're gonna have to go back and change the key again to take it back to you, and then we have that's gonna. So what we did now, when all that came up, I said, "What?" I'm looking at them, so I just picked some songs for you, and so that you would sing. I say, "You kidding me?
They pick songs for you.
You pick songs for me?" I say, "You kidding me?" He tell me, "No, it's all right. It's all right. We choose this song that you can sing." I say, "Well, let me tell you now. Right now, I'm gone. I am going to sing the songs I tell you guys I want to sing. If I can sing it, I'm out the door." They tell me, "Oh no, that's a big problem now, right? Because now everybody is saying me, Fitzroy coming, Fitzroy telling me, my boy, let me tell you, any song you sing, you will shine. You don't worry about that. Just sing those. So you singing these songs, you singing that, just sing them." I say, Fitzroy, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. I take Bill's bullshit in Bill, man, for three
Right,
years.
right.
I'm not going to go in my island and he's a trainee. I'm a Dominican. I'm not going to come down here and take his bullshit again. No, sir. I'm out. He play my song. Oh, I'm singing it out, man. They say, wow. So then they say, well, we got to call Wadix and talk and have Wadix. So Wadix came out. Well, somebody went to get Wadix. And then Loftus, remember Lofty? Loftus?
Loftis,
Yes,
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 Yeah.
Lofty.
So
Yeah,
Lofty tell me,
Emmanuel.
my Emmanuel,
yeah.
say, my boy, come, man, come. Let's go talk. So I go with him. We go to his place. We sit down there. You go to Calabash with some weed. Tell him,
That's lofty for yourself, man.
yeah. He tell me, let's talk, man, let's talk. You know something? If you don't do that, that's just going to put a bad vibe in everything about with you and the musician and the committee here and everybody. That so you know what? Do me a favor. Do me a favor. You my boys. You know, okay? Just sing the songs that they tell you. Just sing it. It's gonna be okay. You don't sing it, it's not gonna be okay. You sing it, it's gonna be okay. I laugh. I said,
That's lofty. That's lofty for you. That's my boy, man. No, you could imagine him talking to you.
yeah.
My boy.
So I say, all right, man, all right. Okay. All right, I'll do it. So I went back, we went back, I practiced the songs, and then I go back to the hotel. So Wadix is telling me, well, you know what? You get to talk to Bill tonight because I know you guys haven't seen each other since the band break. And that's a chance why I put you guys in the same floor next to each other. So I say, okay. So I get to the hotel. I go. There was some Bill is sitting at the bar, and there's some guys around him. You know, he talking to them and stuff. So I walk. I came in and I look at the receptionist. I tell her, any message for me? So she told me, yes, you have two. And she came, so then Bill heard the voice. He turned around, he looked at me. He goes, Akrab. So I just put up my hand. I say, what's up, man? I shake his hand one time and I turn my back and walk away. And he felt like this big. He felt so small. And that was a cold vibe right there. Because he come out, look at me all excited, you know, coming to tell me.
Right, right.
I understand. I just turned my back on him and walk away. And so after that, we never spoke, we never said anything. But that bothered me. That bothered me. And so when I went back to, I think I was in St. Thomas, yeah, I called him up. Well, I texted him. I said, look, man, um, I'm sorry the way things work out over there. I really was out of place. That was kind of juvenile of me. If I had a problem with you, I should call you out and talk with you and give you my problem straight off. What
Yeah.
I did there was I should not have done that. So I apologize. And he was just happy about that. And we just start texting each other. He'd write me all these long texts and stuff. Boy, he telling me about what is going on with him. He went to Jamaica. But I said to myself, man, this guy's got issues, man. Because, you know, he would be the things he's telling me, he's writing me this long letters, a long email, text, and telling me, you know, but he went to Jamaica, he went to Bob Marley's studio and he met the guys there he went to a monastery or something and where he was trying to find himself, work on himself, his spiritually, and he's going on in that kind of vibe there and you know, and I just say to myself, man, that's the same Bill, man. And so I would, you know, write back and say, man, Bill, you know what, this and such a case. So we got to the talking about the band and stuff, and he tell me, you know, you guys didn't know what was going on, man. Hear me on. One time my mafia put a gun in my gut, you know, because Bill O'Man was taking over the whole place. They were not happy about that. You guys don't know any of that and stuff. And I was the one and he gave me all this kind of stuff. I tell him, man, I'm not even interested in all of that, to be honest with you, you know. I just think that with the way things went, it could have gone differently. But that's neither here nor
Water
there.
under the
It is what
bridge.
it is. Yep, water under the bridge. I can't dwell on that. You
Yeah,
know. So I was glad then we started, communicating and back and forth, and then I heard that he had passed away, and I was just glad I had done that. I
yeah,
had done that.
yeah. Well, man,
Mhm.
that I think that's the fitting way to bring a curtain down to the program.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
very
Yeah.
happy. I'm very happy you all at least got to talk.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
before
yes.
he passed away.
Yeah, I was just happy with myself. I say, man, I'm glad I fixed that. I fixed that before the door was closed.
Yes, yes, yes.
You know.
Yeah,
And
So
what's sad too. Some a lot of times, as you talking about that, there's guys that do together, like a family, bro,
yeah,
and they are part for excuse my friend, for bullshit. Like grown men
yeah,
cannot come together and say, bro, listen to me, I was
yeah,
wrong, and like
yeah,
how you guys handle it, and just you don't have to do business, but you just but you, as
yeah.
you say, water under the bridge. Sometimes
Yes,
these
yes.
guys, they go on their whole life just enemies or what. Sometimes this one die, that one die, and never
I tell
to
you,
check. And
I
you
tell you,
spend so much
and that's
like grown
sad.
men that you
Yeah,
guys are more than family, bro.
exactly,
That's a lot of time you
exactly.
guys spend together.
Spend
All
together.
these hours, and then
I was
you
eating,
gonna just
sleeping,
not be
playing
talking
music.
to each other. Imagine you pass this guy and not saying nothing, and you know that brother, my brother.
You know, exactly,
That's why you feel
exactly.
low when you shake his hand and you walk away. You're
Yes.
thinking, nah, that's not
Co-
manly to do.
Cody Giso. Yeah.
And I think tonight someone should take a page from your book because that's going on in Dominica. A lot with guys in bands. They
Yes,
cannot get
yes,
along
yes.
for stupid ego, bro. Things you cannot say, what, Linford, I was wrong. You check, I
Yeah.
just be the bigger man. What's
Bigger,
wrong in that,
yes.
man?
Nothing wrong in that. As a
yeah.
matter of fact, that is the sign that you're a big man.
That's right.
Some
That's
of these
right.
guys will even come together to make money, to do business. I don't need to talk to you to make money. You check? They
Yeah.
want us together, we go and play, and then I
Yeah.
go my way after.
That's it. That's it. And at least let's be civil to each
Yes,
Yeah,
other.
sir.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah,
just be civil. I mean, we're man, life is short. My brother.
Very, very short.
You blink and it's gone.
yeah.
And
Look at Jeff is gone.
Yes, it's
Bill is
gone.
gone.
Bill is gone.
Fixture
Yeah,
is
fix.
gone.
There
All
you see
you
what I'm
know,
saying?
man.
You see what
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying?
that's
It's
sad.
it
all
is
we have
sad.
is memories of those guys. That's why we have vibes in where we bring brothers like you to give you your
Yeah,
flowers while you're alive. Because
yeah, man.
I,
I
I,
I
I
remember.
appreciate
people,
it.
right?
I
That people
appreciate
always wait
y'all.
until you die to feel sorry for you.
You
But
Yeah,
know what I'm
Lynn Ford
saying,
was a
man?
good man, but only time Lynn Ford alive, you don't want to see him.
yeah,
Exactly.
Name a
Well,
little area. Chorby, a little area after Chorby.
yes,
Gordon Henderson. These are our
yes,
heroes, man. All
yes,
you still
yes.
have streets named after the British in Dominica, and they
Yeah,
never did a damn thing for us. You
yeah. You
understand?
know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
There's so
Yep,
many
yep.
janitors who Ophile Olivache. There's a lot
Yeah,
of people in Dominica that our streets could be named after.
yeah. I
You have
like that.
Hillsborough Street, you have Kennedy Avenue. Who gives a damn about the
That
people?
that is a very good point. That is a
I'm
very
serious
good
though.
point. Yeah, yeah,
They wait until you die and then
yeah,
they come on the cover cry your funeral. Bro, I'm gone. I didn't know you there.
yeah.
Let me cut that ribbon while I am alive, man. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. Yes, sir.
You
For
know?
real. For real. For real. Yep.
yes, man. But hey, my friend, I am very, very grateful to you. I can't thank you enough.
Well, my
For being with
pleasure.
us. For the education, for the knowledge, for your journey. Very interested. And if we have to talk about you, it'll take us days and weeks. You know what I'm saying? But I want to,
I've got a lot of different roles in my life.
yeah, yeah. But I want to thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. And like Sunny say, it is a pleasure
Yes,
for us
sir.
to
Thank you.
honor people
Thank
like
you.
you.
Yep.
Thank you.
For your work, for your commitment, for your discipline, for your talent, for the blessings you bring to so many people. You know, man.
Humbled,
Yes. Thank you
humbled
very
and
much.
honored, my brother. Humbled
Yes,
and
of
honored.
course,
My
of
pleasure.
course.
Thank you for having me.
That's why
Yes.
you lasting so long because of
Yeah.
your humbleness.
Yeah.
You like
And I
the
wish you
Energizer
all
Bunny,
the
man.
best, in
Thank
your
you.
future endeavors.
Thank
And
you.
hopefully we can get to meet face to face one day because I really want to like, shake your hand and give you a
Well,
hug, man. You know?
Absolutely,
man,
Yeah.
absolutely. It will show. It will come. It will come.
on that next album, we need a thing though. We need a bouillon track though.
Well, you know,
Not
Cornell,
you
Cornell,
might remember what I
Cor-
say, bouillon, not nasty business, a bouillon
oh yeah,
track.
yeah. Well, like I was saying, I was saying, Cornell and them when they came out with WCK came out with it, that was the bouillon that got my heart.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So
man.
and now I'm friends with all of them, and Colin and I play music a lot together. Every time
Right,
I'm not
right.
here, we play music. So well, you never know. You know what can
Yes,
happen.
man.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yes, yes, indeed. But I give you the opportunity to say, say a final words before we disconnect from here.
Well, I just want to thank you guys for having me. I want to thank you for the exposure. Thank you for all the accolades and the flowers. I want to thank you and the listeners, all the people on there, and I want to tell them, look out this Creole Fest because what I'm planning on doing, there's a couple of songs that I well that how she like it. That
Yeah,
is one that's gonna come out on
yeah.
there too.
How'd you
And
like it? How'd you like it? How'd you
yeah,
like it? You know,
uh,
like I know that
yeah.
song, man.
So I'm I'm
Yeah.
I'm I'm planning on something because I've never done any of these songs in Dominica. Because
Okay.
yeah, every time I sing is I sing the Billowman songs because that is I guess that's what had a huge impact. That's what went international all over the world. You know, they re-recorded those songs, especially African music in all kinds of different languages, man.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
I
Yeah,
I
that's a big song, man. That's a
big
big
song,
song, man.
big song, big
Yeah.
song. So I just feel humbled, like I said, that I was a part of it, and right now I'm retired from working. Kids are grown, and so I can put my all into music now and just enjoy it, have my fun, enjoy it, and just give it out to the world, and just let them see this is what I got going on.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
But thank you again for having me, man, and
Of
Yes.
and
course, of course.
appreciate it.
All pleasure, pleasure. And anytime,
Yes.
you always welcome here, man. VTJM Radio, anytime. Oh, did he cut off?
Yeah.
Yes. And let me say good night to the viewers and listeners. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. My friend Cherry Dubois, thank you very much for the compliment. And to all my people on there, thank you. And we'll see you again next week, Monday, for another episode of Vibes In.
Vibes in.
Vibes In, where we're going to vibe before Dominican people or Dominican heroes, legends, and all those who have contributed towards our culture and our development in different areas. So thank you very much, DJ Kojak. The last word is
man.
yours.
Yes, well, again, as we thank all the listeners, VTGM Radio, Facebook, YouTube, and we just, there's lots more to come, man. Vibes In is going to be around for a minute because we have so many legends from home we need to, give their flowers. So just stay tuned.
Yes. Thank you, my sister, Lena Austri. Thank you. She's saying, great job, Don Zion Kojak. Thank you very much, sister.
Thank you.
Good night. All the best.
All right.